Fairbrook Grove, it's a passive house development of 14 houses situated in Faversham, which is in the Golden Triangle in Kent.
But here locally, we think of it really as this wonderful interface between Whitstable, Faversham and Canterbury, because you've got a great variety of different things there. You've obviously got the coastal charm of Whitstable with fantastic restaurants there, and Faversham, which is one of the prettiest market towns in the country. It's a very old medieval town. It's got a railway station. You can be in London in about an hour. And then Canterbury, which is an international city of worldwide repute, based obviously on the cathedral there.
Fairbrook Grove is for people who can appreciate great design, great quality, care about the environment and want to protect it and improve it. We're building 14 homes with 8 detached and 6 semi-detached houses, and there is a mixture of 3 and 4 bedroom properties.
The Passive House is a comprehensive code that ties in all those green technologies to ensure that the home is energy efficient, which means that the buyer saves money.
It's certainly, we think, the right way to go. Fabric first approach, design well, most importantly build it well, focus on the workmanship on site, and minimise the need for energy use in the first place.
We achieve the passive house status by making lots of small changes. So the homes are super insulated, probably almost 3 times the norm. The materials used in a passive house scheme tend not to differ that much. It's just the same materials, just kind of more of it. The only major difference is actually the particle on the walls, which forms part of the airtightness layer. But other than that, it's an extremely similar build.
The integration of the houses into the countryside is something we haven't done before, and it's something that we thought was unique and genuinely exciting to be involved with. I think attitudes towards sustainability and towards the environment in general, I think at how focused everyone is on it, just how important it is. The principles of the passive house, the impact it makes on people's fuel bills later down the line, and the efficiency of the houses, especially with like the affordable housing, if that could really, decrease the cost of living for people.
Yeah, I think what's really clever about Fairbrook Grove is the way that it actually integrates with the immediate environment. Things like woodland walk that are being created, it just gives it a real sense of place. It connects it to the wildlife and the countryside around.
Working on Fairbrook Grove has been extremely important for our team at Inside Out.
It has its challenges being a passive house, particularly when you're doing that as a traditional build. The house orientates around this kind of communal woodland. So it became a kind of investigation about the thresholds between the properties and how you deal with boundary fences while maintaining security and privacy.
It's a really interesting question about what makes a home. Most people know that it's not 4 walls and a roof. Something has to happen between that structure and actually creating something that is a feeling. What we're trying to achieve with the Fairbrook Grove development is to try and take that sense of home and create that within the interior. Using the outside and the inside to work together and that marriage between spaces is important today, and especially on a site like this. So the design has to flow.
It's been a pleasure working with so many professionals on this project, from architects, structural engineers, passive house consultants, through to all of the suppliers, and of course South Moon Limited.
I absolutely see sites like Fairbrook Grove as being the future for the industry. The focus is becoming more and more intense on sustainability and environmental concerns. The passive house scheme provides a really sensible code that encapsulates everyone's concerns.
I think the benefits of that, I think you get the whole team is working towards a common goal. I think that everyone is working for the best of the development, and I think that the output from that is that you get better quality and you get a better sense of design.
Working with Gold has been extremely positive for us. We really appreciate the fact that they are a very well-informed client. They're a sort of family-based company, we feel.
And there's very much a focus towards the end user and how the building is not just going to perform technically from an architectural perspective, but how it's going to be for the end user, for the people who are ultimately going to be living there.
And they're also really open to new ideas. I think that's why they're one of the first people to bring out a passive house scheme. Certainly locally, nobody else has really done that, so that's very exciting. And demonstrate some of their credentials.
So working with Gold Property Developments has been awesome, and we really do look forward to working with them in the future.
If you would like to know more about our development, please visit our website fairbrookgrove.co.uk.